everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about a Vtech cordless phone that is not charging. I'll be going over some easy fixes to try first in this very simple but full tutorial. So that's right, this is a simple tutorial because these are easy fixes, but it's a full tutorial because I'll be going over 7 things that you can try, and hopefully, likely, one of these will fix your problem, okay? There's no guarantees, but it's likely that one of these will fix your problem. So let's get right into the video. I'm gonna start off with the more simplistic fixes and then work my way down to the more complex ones. The first earlier ones are usually simplistic and free, and then the ones later on, like the last one, for instance, might cost you a little bit of money to fix. So anyways, let's start off the video with number 1, which is to make sure that the base is plugged in and make sure that the power is working, okay? So you wanna make sure, if your Vtech cordless phone is not charging or not charging properly, make sure that the base is plugged in. Now the base plugs in, let's remove the phone over here. My phone charges fine, just so you know. I'm just going over what would happen, what I would do if it didn't charge properly, okay? So the base plugs in like this over here, and then it plugs into a wall outlet, okay? Make sure it's plugged in like fully, and make sure the cord is in good condition, and make sure there's power going to that outlet. Maybe there's a problem with the electrical outlet, and it's not a problem with the phone charger, but it's a problem with the outlet. So make sure that those things are good to go, okay? So make sure everything is good power-wise. Check to make sure everything's plugged in, check to make sure your cord is in good shape, and check to make sure that there's power going to the outlet. Maybe plug in a phone charger or a lamp or anything else there that you know works, and that will tell you that that outlet is working if it is able to charge a phone, let's say, or power on a lamp, okay? Anyways, number 2, look at the contacts. Are the contacts dirty? Are they corroded? Or is there debris? Is there something jammed up in there? You know, sometimes we leave these phones, they go under the couch cushions, and you know, under there maybe there's like some old sugary cereal, whatever the case is, and it gets in there, right? So look at the contacts on the underside of the handset. Look at the contact placements on the base. Do they look okay? Okay, make sure they look okay. Obviously, you can always just go like, just you know, blow on them, or just even use the compressed can of air, the can of compressed air. Use a can of compressed air to spray them out, and just, you know, make sure that they're nice and clear of anything. Okay, then you can move on to number 3. Is it the right base and phone combo? Now, a lot of times people might have, you know, one version of a Vtech phone, and then they might buy a new one a few years later for a different room, and a new one a few years later for a different room, and they might have 3, 4, 5, 10 Vtech cordless phones lying around the house with 10 different bases, okay? If that's the case, then you wanna make sure that you, I was gonna try and make a rhyme that doesn't even make sense. I was gonna say, if that's the case, then you wanna make sure you cover your face, but it doesn't even make any sense at all, okay? So ignore that. If that's the case, you want to make sure you're using the right phone and base combo. If you're ever in doubt, you can hit find my handset, okay? And it page this handset right here, so I know that this is the handset for this base. So obviously, that's the easiest way to know if you're using the right combination, okay? All right, are they compatible? Doesn't necessarily need to be the exact phone, but are they compatible, okay? Are they compatible with the handset and the base that you're dealing with, okay? That brings us to number 4, which is very, very simple. You want to unplug the base and plug it back in. At the end of the day, this is a technological device. When technological devices glitch or malfunction, you can unplug them for a minute, plug them back in, and it'll usually like reset them. So unplug it for a minute and plug it back in. See if that fixes the problem. Maybe it's a technology issue. There's a glitch or a malfunction happening, okay? Number 5, remove the battery in the actual cordless handset and then reinstall after 1 minute. So remove it. So let's just pop open the cover over here. Okay. You're going to unplug the battery and remove the battery for 1 minute, then put the battery back in and plug it back in over here. Okay. That's going to reset the handset. Maybe it's a technological issue with the handset itself. That's going to hopefully fix that. Okay. Number 6, let it sit for a while. Sometimes there are glitches that happen, and literally all that you need to do to fix them is just let the unit sit for a little bit. Maybe it's overheated because you left it outside in the sun, in the backyard when you were doing something in the backyard, doing some yard work or whatever, doing anything in the backyard for that matter on a hot sunny day. Maybe it's overheated. Maybe it's too cold because it was near the freezer, right? Or maybe someone put it in the freezer by accident. Who knows, right? So the key here is let it sit for a while, about half an hour. And if there is a problem problem with temperature, if there's a problem with a glitch, if there's a problem with a delay in the technology, that will hopefully solve that problem. So let it sit for about half an hour, try it again. Hopefully it looks like that and it starts charging. Last but not least is number 7, which like I said is the one that might cost you a bit of money, which is replace the battery. If you think that it's likely going to be the battery that's not charging, because if your base is okay, if your contacts are okay, like your actual charging contacts, if your phone is okay, then it's likely going to be the battery. Not for sure, but it's likely going to be the battery. If that's the case, then unplug it, replace it. They're not that expensive. That's another option. And that's option number 7 that you can try out. That's basically it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.